Ouch! Hands and wrists hurting again? Oh, soreness and tingling in your fingers? Is pain in your hands, wrists, or forearms slowing you down? Or even interfering with your job? Well, you can't just ignore it because it won't go away. If you experience tingling or loss of feeling in your fingers or thumbs, weakness or pain in your hands, wrists, or forearms, you may be suffering from a common painful condition, Carpal Tunnel Syndrome. Carpal Tunnel Syndrome sends thousands of American workers home every year and affects millions more who may be unaware of the cause or simply try to ignore the pain. Until now, treating the pain meant paralyzing braces or splints, steroid injections, or even painful invasive surgery. But now, there's a better solution, the Carpal Solution.
It's a very easy solution. I don't have to go to the doctor. I don't have to call for a prescription. I don't have to do anything but open the package and put them on.
I tried the Carpal Solution, and within 2 to 3 days, I probably had at least an 80% change in my hands. It was drastic.
It's only been 4 nights, and I'm seeing a marked improvement.
I don't have to wear it during the day. I can wear it at night, sleep at night. It's very lightweight.
The Carpal Solution makes mornings happier. The Carpal Solution cuts down on that tingling, and I would recommend it to just about anybody.
The Carpal Solution is revolutionizing the way to treat the symptoms of carpal tunnel syndrome with fast, easy, overnight relief, with no surgery, no drugs, no immobilizing arm devices, not even a messy cream.
I think it is actually a solution to having carpal tunnel, and I'm really glad that I have tried the product because now I don't have pain in my wrist anymore.
I can't believe it. This is the only product that has ever helped me.
I'm a much happier person. Getting rid of some pain makes a big difference in your life.
Don't live in the pain and agony. Go for Carpal Solution and use it.
And as you're about to find out, the Carpal Solution actually works to relieve your symptoms while you sleep. Learn how to take your life back with your own hands and get fast, easy relief for your hand and wrist pain right here, right now, on this special edition of Incredible Discoveries.
Hello and welcome to Incredible Discoveries. I'm Debbie Marie.
And I'm Jim Rose.
Jim, watch this. Looks easy, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're suffering from carpal tunnel strain or carpal tunnel syndrome. Then just this simple movement, something many of us take for granted, becomes agonizing. Then dialing the phone, typing, unlocking doors, even buttoning your shirt is unbearable.
You've probably heard about carpal tunnel strain or syndrome. For the past 2 decades, carpal tunnel syndrome has been one of the most serious musculoskeletal disorders affecting American workers as a result of repetitive motion injury on the job. Maybe you're one of the millions who has been diagnosed and sought treatment, or maybe you're afraid to really think about the pain in your fingers, hands, and wrists, hoping that maybe, just maybe, it'll go away.
Right. Well, unfortunately, chances are that tingling sensation in your fingers, that numbness in your thumbs, that aching in your wrist, the problem that's causing you to drop objects or lose your grip on things might be carpal tunnel strain or syndrome.
But don't panic. While it's important to see your doctor to determine just what's going on, you don't have to be afraid of what comes next. That's because it relieves carpal tunnel syndrome and no longer has to mean wearing paralyzing arm splints, ingesting oral medications, injecting steroids, or undergoing painful and expensive nerve repair surgery. Now, relieving the pain caused by carpal tunnel strain or syndrome can be as simple as sleeping through the night. Introducing the Carpal Solution.
It's the world's first flexible, non-binding, soft tissue reshaping therapeutic device that actually works while you sleep.
That's right. While you sleep, the Carpal Solution offers rapid relief of the painful symptoms you experience.
To put Carpal Solution on at bedtime and to lay down and go to sleep and not have the worry with my hands, and to wake up the next morning feeling more refreshed than you have in a long time. It's really a wonderful product, Carpal Solution is.
I don't even feel it's on half the time, and I can sleep comfortably at night. And in the morning, I take it off, and I go about my business during the day.
I think the best part of the Carpal Tunnel Solution is definitely being able to wear it at night. It doesn't interfere with your daily routine. It doesn't feel like you're wearing anything on your wrist.
The Carpal Solution is making it possible to take back your life with your own hands.
Designed by a physician whose wife developed carpal tunnel syndrome, the Carpal Solution works gently and overnight to relieve your pain.
In just one short week, the Carpal Solution can make a difference in your life. And to prove how effective the Carpal Solution is, we utilized thermal imaging technology. This person suffers from Carpal Tunnel Syndrome. Notice the blue areas. That's where blood circulation is being restricted. Now look at this image of the same hand after using the Carpal Solution. You can see the pink areas representing increased blood circulation. Amazing proof the Carpal Solution works. Here's how you can start getting your pain-free life back again with your own hands.
Until now, treating the pain meant paralyzing braces or splints, steroid injections, or even painful invasive surgery. But now, there's a better solution. The Carpal Solution.
My name is Brett Golson. I'm a worship and missions pastor in Northport, Alabama. I've been wearing rigid wrist splints on my wrists for about 6 months when a combination of working on the computer here at the church, playing my various instruments, and doing some remodeling projects around the house left my hands numb even inside of the rigid wrist splints. My doctors were talking surgery, and after going through physical therapy and some other treatment options, I finally turned to Carpal Solution. I ordered it off the internet, and the first day after I'd worn them that night, my hands felt looser, my wrists felt looser, and the numbness started going away. The effects that I felt were almost immediate. But on those rough days when I've used my hands a lot, I turned to Carpal Solution.
I am 44 years old. I run a residential cleaning service, which of course is very labor intensive. I'm always out there with the gals, and we're scrubbing and, you know, working hard with our hands and scraping off things, ripping out old caulk, redoing, just a lot of physical work. In addition to that, I just love to be physically active. I've abused my body my whole entire life. And so about, I want to say 6-7 months ago, I started to develop just some unusual pain in my wrists and forearms to where it just hurt, especially to torque anything. I noticed I started dropping things at clients' homes, or nearly dropping them, and thinking, I'm losing the use of my hands. Can't rely on them anymore. And then it became increasingly painful just to do a simple task like wiping blinds, just anything that would bend or use my hands. And I thought, oh no, I'm out of business. This is not a business, it's very hands-on. I don't want to leave it to the girls to do alone. And so I thought, I love what I do, and I'm done. In addition to that, I won't any longer be able to do any weeding, carving, woodworking, to use a hand plane, chopping out dovetails. Everything that I tried to do was just excruciatingly painful, to the point where I was just in tears. And so I got online. I knew I wasn't going to have surgery, tried everything, and nothing seemed to really help except resting it. Well, rest is impractical when you're an active person. So I found the Carpal Tunnel Solution, and I thought, just the hope of something that would be able to help. And so I ordered them right away, and noticed in about the first 2 weeks not really any change. But then about by week 4, I started to notice that I could do things. And here's how bad I am. I start to feel better, so do I rest my body so that I can get all the way better? No! I'm going out there to pull that awful perennial ryegrass that's sprouted all over my yard, which I'm trying to eradicate so the Bermuda can take hold. So I just kept actively working, and I've got this carving I'm trying to finish on a file cabinet that I'm building, and so I used my body hard, but still, I was okay. And I'd put those things on every couple of nights and wake up and be fine. And I thought, this is amazing. There is no way. I could not have done 2 minutes of the kind of pulling, with the weed popper thing, where you're twisting and yanking. I couldn't have done that for 2 minutes, and I'm doing it for 6 hours in a row. Now I am at about 7 weeks after starting the treatment. I'm perfect. Every once in a while I notice a little twinge, and I had it in both hands, a little twinge somewhere, and so I just put those little guys on maybe once a week, and it's amazing. I have my whole full entire use of my body back. I feel perfect. I'm not going out of business. I'm not shutting down woodworking. I'm not hiring a gardener, and I just am so thankful. It's changed my life. I could not have done this before the Carpal Solution. Carpal Solution therapy has totally given me back my life.